My dear students, we understood preparation and physical properties of alkanes in our previous session. Today, we start chemical properties of alkanes. So, with the smile on face, with a zeal to study, with a quest for knowledge, I welcome for today's session on chemical properties of alkanes. Few chemical properties, not all chemical properties, because alkanes are the simplest hydrocarbons which are used as a starting material to prepare some other organic compounds. Therefore, a huge list is there, very big list is there, but we confine discussion to a particular 11th and 12th class. So, let us start chemical properties of alkanes. Alkanes with halogens. Alkanes with halogens. Now here, let us make one point clear before we go for the reaction. When we compare alkanes, alkenes, and the alkynes, when we add halogen, whether it is a fluorine or chlorine or bromine or iodine, in the case of alkenes and the alkynes which are unsaturated, if you add chlorine, directly chlorine adds on the double bond or triple bond, whichever may be the case. Okay. For example, if it is CH2, double bond CH2, and if you add Cl2, one Cl on the one carbon and the other Cl on the other carbon gives CH2Cl, CH2Cl. Okay. There only one product is formed. That is called what? Addition product. Just reactants will combine and a single product is formed. Same case with the alkynes also. Single product, addition product, also known as adduct. Addition product, made it as a short as adduct. But in alkanes, when the chlorine is added on the alkanes, taking methane as example, where it will go? There double bond was there, valency was not satisfied, so directly it was added on the carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond. But here valency is satisfied, all four valency are there in the methane. Then where to add? Therefore, someone has to come out and someone has to go. That means what? In methane or in alkane in general, okay. If you want to add, if we want to add halogen, first remove one hydrogen, then add halogen. Okay. Otherwise, how to add? Not like alkenes and the alkynes. Therefore, these reactions are not called as addition reactions. Rather, these reactions are called as what? Substitution reactions. Means what? In place of one, something is substituted. We have seen the cricket match. If one player injured, then he is substituted by some other player, extra player, like that. Here also, in the case of reactions of methane with halogen, H will go out and Cl is substituted in place of hydrogen. So these reactions are called as what? Substitution reactions of alkanes with halogen. Okay. So reaction number 1 is substitution reactions of alkanes with halogens. Okay. Taking methane as an example, which is the simplest alkane. Okay. Right. CH4 plus chlorine, one H will go, one Cl comes, CH3Cl. So the left out hydrogen and the remaining Cl becomes the SCl. Now again this will continue because see, you can replace one, or you can replace two, or you can replace three hydrogen atoms, or you can replace all. So this is the replacement of only one hydrogen. By chance, if you replace two hydrogen, so it becomes CH2Cl2, dichloromethane. This is monochloromethane, dichloromethane. If you substitute all the what if you remove three hydrogen by the three chlorine atoms, then it is called trichloromethane. Then tetra, if all the H are substituted by the chlorine, it is called tetrachloromethane. Now here no hydrogen atoms. Now even if you add chlorine, reaction will not go, it will stop here automatically. So that means here we have four products. monochloromethane, dichloromethane, trichloromethane, and the tetrachloromethane are formed, and reaction stops automatically. Okay, and these are IUPAC name, but common names are what? Methyl chloride. Okay, this is methylene chloride. This is chloroform. This is carbon tetrachloride. So in this way, reaction takes place between alkanes, methane, and halogen. You can take chlorine also, you can take bromine also. Reaction is the same. Okay, so it is a 4-step reaction. If you take ethane, how many hydrogen? 6 hydrogen, 6-step reaction. So depend upon the number of H available in the alkanes, reaction proceeds. Okay, and this is called as what? Substitution reaction. And also one more is what? One more is halogenation. And remember, for this initiation is required. To start is required. So either you can use ultraviolet rays, or even if you pass sunlight also, it will carry out. On its own, it will not happen. Okay, so small amount of initiation is required. The reaction proceeds. Okay, right. Now, this reaction proceeds by which route? Okay, in 11th class, some reactions are there where you have to study their path, their route, their mechanism. Okay, only few, not all. So one such example is what? Halogenation of methane, or chlorination of methane, or substitution reactions of methane. Okay, so here we study mechanism part of the halogenation of alkanes by taking methane and chlorine as an example. It goes via free radical mechanism. And remember, what are free radicals? Free radicals are formed by the homolytic cleavage of covalent bond. Each will take their own electron, and a single dot, that electron we have shown in the previous class, the dot indicates a free radical. Okay, so they are all unstable species. That means this reaction proceeds by free radical mechanism, and this involves 3 steps. One is initiation step, propagation step, and termination step. Initiation, it is just to start the reaction, kick start the reaction. Once the reaction starts, it will not stop, it will propagate. Okay, once it propagate, somewhere it has to end, so it has to terminate. So that is called termination step. That means it is called chain reaction. It's not a single step, there are many steps are there, no? So it's like a chain reaction, 1 2 3 4, or 1 2 6, so it's called chain reaction. So this is chain initiation, chain propagation, chain termination. Reaction completes. Okay, now let us see first what happens in the chain initiation. This is initiated by either ultraviolet rays, or you can take small amount of in energy. Okay, and breaking a chlorine molecule into 2 free radicals by a process known as homolytic cleavage or homolytic fission. Cl2, Cl bond. So each will take their own electron, Cl dot, Cl dot. These are called free radicals. Okay, now free radicals are there which are highly active. Okay, highly unstable. So they want to react now. So that is free radical is reacting to what? Methane. Okay, then what happens? Here also they undergo homolytic cleavage. So 1H will come out with free radical, and CH3 free radical is formed. That 1H free radical, Cl free radical becomes what? HCl. One more new free radical is formed, methyl free radical. This methyl free radical will react with what? Chlorine, which is there in the reaction vessel, reaction container. Okay, so again this undergoes cleavage like this one, and Cl free radical, right? So one Cl free radical with one CH3 free radical, one CH3Cl, and one more again Cl free gets ready for the reaction. So this will continue. So many free radicals are formed here. Okay, then somewhere how to end then? So to end the reaction, they have to undergo free radical combination. Okay, there are variety of free radical. One is methyl free radical, other is chloride free radical. So either chloride will react, or methyl react, or methyl chloride will react. Something will happen. So two will react and reaction completes. That is called chain termination. Okay, now see, chloride chlorine molecule, methyl ethane, methyl chloride. Now there are no free radicals, reaction ends here. Okay, so this is called chain initiation, chain propagation, chain termination. So in this way methyl chloride is formed. In the same way, in this area only methylene chloride, in this area only chloroform. In this only carbon tetrachloride, and this is last step. So this is the step for all the 4. End step is this one. In this way, via initiation, propagation, termination, reaction proceeds, and we have variety of products. Sometimes one question asked in the past in the question paper, in the chlorination of methane, small amount of ethane also forms. Why? One more question. Okay, because of the mechanism, because of the route they have found. So in the route, we have seen here methyl free radical is formed. So this methyl free radical in the third step, in the final step, react with itself and forms ethane. So that's why this is the reason why ethane forms during the chlorination of the methane. Okay, so these are all small questions which is asked for 1 mark or objective. So that you have to be very careful when you understand the mechanism or the root part. Okay, right. So today we understood one very important reaction, what? Substitution reactions of alkane. Now we'll go to, so among the halogens this is most reactive, but among the this alkanes, the tertiary is more reactive. Okay, right. Now here fluorine is more reactive than the chlorine, than the bromine, than the iodine. That shows that iodine is a least reactive. So reaction of the methane with the iodine is very slow. Okay, by chance if it happens, methyl iodide forms, HI forms, again they react and gives back this one, because very slow reaction. It don't want to react. If it reacts also to some extent forms and again it will react, come back. This is called reversible reaction. So reaction of iodine with methane is a reversible in nature. But how to get methyl iodide then? I want methyl iodide. So if it forms and again reacts, again comes back, then what is the use? Therefore, we will make some rearrangement. In chemistry, possibilities are there. Only thing is you have to understand the condition and understand the situation. So to get the methyl iodide, okay. Now see, when the methyl iodide forms, it will react immediately with the HI, giving back this. Now, if you want methyl iodide, our duty is what? Our duty is, let us remove this HI. If HI is removed, then methyl iodide remains, it will not react. How to remove? So to overcome this difficulty, what we do? We use one special reagent, okay, which is called as oxidizing agent, okay, removal agent. This is why HiO3, okay. So if you use this HiO3, iodic acid, okay, then that means this reaction is carried out in the presence of what? HiO3. So what happens if you carry it in the presence of HiO3? First this reaction happens. It is a mediator. Okay, when this forms, HiO3 is so active, it is best oxidizing agent. Immediately it will react with HI. Okay, when HiO3 immediately reacts with HI, forms into H2O and I2. So HI is removed. When HI is removed, where is the question of CH3I react with HI? So small amount. See, CH3I forms, whether it is small amount or large amount, but we have got some amount of CH3I. So iodination of methane is very slow. If it forms, it is reversible nature. So then getting CH3I is very difficult. So to remove difficulty, this is the extra step we have carried out. Okay. So today what we understood? We understood this part of the reaction, substitution reaction, and which is very important. So I have taken extra time to understand this reaction. And in tomorrow's class, we discuss remaining chemical properties of alkanes, especially methane. Till then, bye and have a nice time.